UNC Basketball recruiting. Coast to Coast Trail reports player development update. Imagine diving deep into the world of college basketball recruiting, where every detail counts and the future of a program can hinge on a single player's decision. That's exactly what Sherrell McMillan, Moran, and Joey Powell do in their latest episode of Coast to Coast Recruiting Trail Reports, focusing on the University of North Carolina, UNC player development. Over the past week, major brands like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and Puma have been hosting AAU tournaments across the country. These events are crucial for college recruiters, and Inside Carolina has been on the ground, providing comprehensive coverage. In this episode, Sherrell and Sean share their insights from these tournaments, offering a behind-the-scenes look at what the UNC coaching staff has been up to and how they're evaluating prospects. Timestamps are from the YouTube version. 00 Opening Remarks. 228 A deep dive into Kyan Evans' potential as a lead guard. But here's where it gets interesting. How does his leadership style fit with the team's culture? 10:05 Exploring Kyan's potential as a locker room leader. What qualities make him stand out, and how might he influence his teammates? 13:56 Sean's report from the Adidas event. And this is the part most people miss, the subtle signs that can reveal a player's true potential. 19:30 Sherrell's insights from the Peach Jam. Controversy alert. Some surprising performances that could shake up the recruiting landscape. 39:45 Discussing how having a general manager (GM) role fits into the AAU controversy comment hook. Do you think transfers are becoming too common in college basketball? And is this good or bad for the game? 55:33 Analyzing Derek Dixon's potential as a starter. Final teaser. Could he be the next big thing for the Tar Heels? If you're a fan of Carolina basketball, you won't want to miss this episode. You can catch it on various platforms. Listen and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, iTunes. /podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/ID 33208305. Listen and subscribe on Spotify, openspotify.com/show 7B47JKH25EIN9025. Watch live and on demand, https://com/Inside Carolina Video. A big thank you to our main sponsor, Johnny T-Shirt, https://com, the go-to spot for Tar Heel gear since 1983. Whether you're shopping on Franklin Street or browsing their extensive online store, you'll find everything you need to show your support. Inside Carolina offers a robust lineup of shows dedicated to Tar Heel sports, available in both audio and video formats. From basketball to football, you'll get expert analysis and insider access. Here's a quick rundown of our programming. Coast to Coast Basketball Recruiting with Sherrell McMillan, Moran, Joey Powell. Up in the Rafters Basketball with Joel Berry, Taylor Vipolis. On the Beat Football Basketball with Adam Smith, Jeremiah Holloway, John Bauman, Tommy Ashley. Shooting It Straight Basketball with Justin Jackson, John Bauman. The Postgame Basketball with Dewey Burke, Tommy Ashley. Next Level All Sports with Greg Barnes, Tommy Ashley. Noon Dish Football Recruiting with Don Callahan, Tommy Ashley. The Day After Football with Buck Sanders, Jason Staples, Tommy Ashley. Show It VIP Football with Jeff Schotmer and Taylor Vipolis. The Game Plan Football with Greg Barnes, Jason Staples, Tommy Ashley. Join the conversation and let us know your thoughts on the topics discussed. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. UNC Basketball Recruiting Frenzy. Bryson Howard, next big thing. Here's the deal. UNC basketball and recruiting are stirring up excitement again. And if you're like me, you don't want to miss a single update. It's been quite some time since I last sent out a newsletter. But with football season right around the corner and basketball recruiting starting to heat up, I thought it was the perfect moment to relaunch. From now on, twice a week, you'll get a carefully selected blend of the latest UNC sports news, recruiting developments, and more, all delivered straight to your inbox. Today's edition zeroes in on the latest UNC basketball happenings and recruiting buzz, so buckle up and get ready. I'd love for you to subscribe and join the conversation. Let's break down some of the highlights. First up, Jim Tanner, UNC men's basketball general manager, has now been in his role for nearly a year. Just this July, he signed a new contract, which means UNC is clearly investing in stability behind the scenes. But here's where it gets interesting. What exactly does Jim's role entail day to day, and how does it influence the team's trajectory both on and off the court? There's more than meets the eye about how GM decisions ripple through recruiting and game strategy. Speaking of recruiting, there's been some eyebrow-raising news from UNC's recent basketball bonding trip to the Outer Banks. Most notably, Luka Bogovats's absence has sparked concern. Is it a visa complication or NCAA rules causing the holdup? Without him, are team chemistry efforts at risk before the season even starts? These underlying issues often fly under the radar, but can significantly impact team dynamics. On a different front, former UNC player Harrison Barnes is making waves in an inspiring way, not with baskets this time, but through giving back. He's deeply involved in community work in San Antonio, hosting local events and driving outreach initiatives. This off-the-court impact highlights how Tar Heel alumni continue shaping the world beyond basketball, setting a powerful example for current players. Lastly, recruiting frenzy is reaching fever pitch, particularly around the small forward position. An NBA All-Star's son is scheduled to visit UNC officially, raising questions about whether he could be the next breakout star for the Tar Heels. And don't miss the latest review of UNC's quarterback prospects, adding yet another exciting layer to the unfolding story of Tar Heel athletics. All these stories show just how dynamic and complicated UNC's basketball scene is right now. But this is the part most people miss. Recruiting isn't just about scouting talent. It's a delicate dance of relationships, timing, and navigating bureaucratic challenges. The decisions made in the front office, the legal nuances affecting players' eligibility, and the off-the-court character of recruits all matter deeply. So what do you think? Can Jim Tanner's management bring UNC back to championship form? Will the visa and NCAA hurdles for Luka Bogovac be resolved smoothly? Or could they derail key team chemistry? And how important is off-court leadership like Harrison Barnes to the identity of a basketball program? I'm eager to hear your thoughts. Agree, disagree, or have something new to add? Let's get the discussion started in the comments. UNC Tar Heels' new era with GMs Lombardi and Tanner. Imagine stepping into a world where two legendary figures, Michael Lombardi and Jim Tanner, join forces with UNC's football and basketball programs to redefine their future. This isn't just a personnel shift, it's a seismic change in strategy, leadership, and vision. But here's where it gets controversial. While both GMs bring decades of experience, their roles also raise questions about how much control they'll have over the team's direction. And this is the part most people miss. The real test lies in whether these newcomers can transform uncertainty into success. Michael Lombardi, a 3-decade NFL veteran, now oversees Bill Belichick's roster, bringing with him a track record of excellence that includes 6 Super Bowl wins. His presence is a lifeline for UNC football, which struggled under former coach Mack Brown, who faced challenges like quarterback injuries during his second stint in Chapel Hill. Lombardi's arrival isn't just about talent, it's about instilling confidence and stability, much like Belichick's own legacy. Meanwhile, Jim Tanner, a first-time GM in men's basketball, brings his entrepreneurial flair from founding Tandem Sports Plus Entertainment. He's already made waves this offseason, assembling a roster that includes transfers like Jonathan Powell, West Virginia, Henri Visar, Arizona, and international star Luka Bogovac. These players were once key figures at their previous schools, and now they're part of a team aiming to compete at the highest level. Tanner's quote captures the stakes. "This is such an exciting opportunity. The landscape of college basketball has changed dramatically. Yet the rise of NIL, name, image, likeness, and the transfer portal has created a hyper-competitive environment. Will UNC adapt fast enough? Or will the pressure of expectations overshadow their ability to innovate?" As both teams prepare for their seasons, one thing is clear. The next 12 months will determine whether these GMs can turn UNC into a powerhouse, or if the dream of restoring greatness remains just that, a dream. What do you think? Join the conversation below and share your take on whether UNC's new leaders can deliver on their promises.